A lot of my guests coming to Museflower Retreat and Spa have always asked me how a girl from Hong Kong came all the way to Chiang Rai, Thailand to start a retreat center. But the divine and creator, the source, the great spirit, Mother Nature, the intelligence of life, I've always dreamed of opening my own spa. I was lucky that I also met my husband then. At that time, he helped me a lot with rebranding. But then half a year later, we had a breakdown in a partnership. At that time, I could choose to either leave the project, but that was also the turning point of my life. But I was thinking, who would listen to me? Like, oh, the world doesn't need another podcast. So in these dark moments in my life, I've learned that it's not just about waiting for that light at the end of the tunnel. Welcome, my brave hearts and sensitive souls, to Embrace Your Sacred Nature podcast. I'm your host and soul guide, Tanya. Today, I want to share with you my personal journey of how I've come to where I am today, a retreat center owner, an intuitive soul guide, and meditation teacher. So a lot of my guests coming to Museflower Retreat and Spa have always asked me how a girl from Hong Kong came all the way to Chiang Rai, Thailand to start a retreat center. And I want to share my story with you today because I truly believe that the universe is constantly supporting us. So to me, the universe is the same as this bigger presence that's all around us. I use the term universe, but the divine and creator, the source, the great spirit, Mother Nature, the intelligence of life, God or goddesses, to me, it's all the same. And I believe that as human beings or spiritual beings having a human experience, our purpose here on earth is to grow and evolve personally and also to spread the light, be the light, no matter what you do, as long as you're being true to yourself. So I grew up in Hong Kong and I'm 100% Chinese. I'm the youngest in my family. I have two older sisters. Since I was young, I was interested in natural health, and the very first thing I learned was aromatherapy, brought to me by my French tutor during high school. When I went to college, I went to hotel school and discovered there was this spa activity club. And that's when I decided I was going to focus on spa management because that was a combination of my interests like hospitality, business, and wellness. After graduating college, I decided to work for this company called Six Senses Spas in Thailand. I was their management trainee and then changed to assistant spa manager and got promoted to spa manager when I was 25. But that was also the turning point of my life. That was also when my dad passed away. My dad had depression and unfortunately he committed suicide. So to me and my family, it was a big shock, it was a big trauma. And it showed me also life was too short to do things that I didn't want to do. By the time I already reached my goal as a spa manager, I had a really good team, but I also felt like it was time to leave my job. So I did what a lot of people did. I quit my job, not knowing what to do afterwards. And I just went back home to Hong Kong and went traveling with my mom. The same year I quit, I also went on my very first retreat in Chiang Rai, Thailand, where I am right now here, to help me to heal my grief and to learn more about flower essence. That was something that I was interested in at that time. And that's when I met my ex-business partner and retreat teacher. I was so amazed of the power of retreats and how life-changing and transformative they could be. Later on, I had this opportunity to join in this project to build a new retreat center together in Chiang Rai. I didn't know what I was doing, honestly. I had zero experience in construction. What I could bring to the table was my experience in spa and hotel operations. We opened the very first retreat center in 2013, and that was when I was 28. But then half a year later, we had a breakdown in a partnership. At that time, I could choose to either leave the project because it was not my concept initially, but all my money was locked into this project, or I could take over this project as my own, and was my very first dark night of the soul at that time. And I really had to dig deep for myself, like why I want to do this at the first place. I've always dreamed of opening my own spa, but why did I want to open up a retreat center? And when I dug really deep, I knew that what I wanted was a healing space for people from the city like me, for stressed out people who can focus on emotional and mental wellness, not just the physical wellness part. And I wanted to make wellness affordable and accessible to people. It's not just something that's offered at five-star resorts. I was lucky that I also met my husband then. At that time, he helped me a lot with rebranding the retreat center as Museflower and to continue develop and building the retreat center. The name of the logo Museflower came to me when I was in nature and I was really lost with what I was going to do with my life then. The name Museflower came to me because I believe that everything in nature nature, whether it's like flowers, plants, stones, trees, animals, they can serve as a muse, an inspiration in our lives that ignite this creative spark that is within us and allow us to flow with this creative energy again to co-create something in our lives. Now, that was back in 2014 when Museflower was born. At that time, was still very comfortable working in just operations, being a manager. I was starting to learn different healing modalities, mainly for myself, but I have absolutely no confidence to offer any of these services to our guests or to teach anything. It was by 2016 when I learned an energy healing modality called magnified healing from my friend and teacher Margie. She encouraged me to really step forward and to start sharing with what I've learned in my journey with others. No matter where I was on in my journey, I don't need to be perfectly healed. And that's why I started to offer my own sessions and to teach classes at Museflower. So till now, 2025, I've been through quite a few dark nights of my soul. I really had quite a lot of low moments in my life. And it was during these moments that my spiritual practices have saved me. And knowing that my spiritual support team, call them my spiritual support team. So they are my angels, my spirit guides, my spirit animals, ancestors, god or goddesses that I believe in, my dad, they're all here for me, and knowing that I'm not alone and I'm never alone on this journey. So in these dark moments in my life, I've learned that it's not just about waiting for that light at the end of the tunnel, where you're inside the tunnel. It's also finding this tiny light that is all around us inside this dark tunnel. It's like a firefly. Sometimes you can see them, sometimes you can't see them, but you can feel their presence. And we do all have this inner light inside us to guide us as well. So that has been my journey of how I started Museflower Retreat and Spa and how I've become an inner soul guide and meditation teacher. Besides teaching different styles of meditation, I offer oracle card readings, stone and leaf readings, and intuitive healing sessions with flower essences. I facilitated cacao ceremony, fire release ceremony, shamanic journey, labyrinth walks, intuition workshops, and kirtan, which is devotional chanting. All my offerings are here to help people to find clarity and also to help bring the heart and the mind back together on the same page. This year in 2025, I decided to finally launch my podcast. I actually have this idea since 2018, but I was thinking, who would listen to me? Like, oh, the world doesn't need another podcast. But here I am. I'm learning to trust my voice more and to continue to embrace my own gifts and to share them with others as a way to serve. So if there's anything to take away from my journey today is that I'm not better than anyone else. I'm not better than you. I'm an extreme introvert. So if I can do this to be where I am today, so can you. You can definitely live the life that you want to be. And what's really important and central in my life is really my spiritual practice. They help me feel grounded and connected to myself, to my intuition, to my soul, and to the universe, to the divine. My spiritual practices include meditation, prayer, journaling, and doing ceremonies. And of course, I have a bunch of tools to help myself as well. And I also receive healing from other people. So as you know, I'm not perfect. I'm not a guru. I'm constantly learning. I'm learning from other teachers. I'm learning from my own mistakes. And my spiritual practices have really helped me develop this awareness, right? This awareness to help me understand what I need to do in my life right now, today, in order to heal myself, in order to continue to grow and evolve, and to also to have fun at the same time. So thank you for tuning in to another episode of Embrace Your Sacred Nature podcast. And I'm so grateful for your time, for listening to my journey, to my sharing. If you'd like to find more about Museflower Retreat and Spa and what we offer here, you can visit our website, www.museflowerretreat.com. You can find the link in our show notes. And if you plan to come to visit Museflower for a retreat, make sure to sign up for our newsletter because you'll get a free credit voucher that you can use towards your room booking or your spa booking, or you can use it to exchange a free 60-minute wellness class. As always, I'd love to stay connected with you, so you can find me on social media, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below to share your thoughts and questions, and you can also go to my personal website, www.tanyaho.me, to download your free How to Perform a Simple Fire Release Ceremony at Home guide today. And remember, your energy is your magic, so be you and no one else. This is Tanya from Museflower Retreat and Spa, and I'll see you in my next episode.